Hey everybody, what's crack-a-lackin'? What is happening? Hope everybody's doing good. Guys, give me a 5 for 5 and yeah, we'll get with this, okay? If you could, give me one of them 5 for 5 things that we need to see before we get going. Um, Definitely would, yeah. Yeah. Guys, Marfugel is going to be going live, maybe even before I get off here. So if you guys could, follow me over there when we get done, okay? Or if they go live, please go over there and you come back and watch me on replay. Um, there's a lot going on in our world right now. Well, space weather is too, but I do think that a lot of this stuff is. Hey, 5G, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Wow, right off the get, love it. Thank you, so cool. Hey, Hilly, 9x9. All right, cool. And just to be honest, guys, I got some drama going on around my house right now, and we're gonna push through this though, okay? So if I'm a little off a little bit here, please understand. I hope anyway. Hope everybody can understand that. Um, but what happened there? Huh? Wonder what's going on with that. Let's try that again. Let's see if that'll work again. Let's just try doing today. Uh, Come on, please work SDO. Please. Is that thing not even working? I bet it's not. Wow. Wonder what's going on with SDO now. That really bites the bullet. Anyway, we can still get to it. We'll figure it out here, okay, guys? We will definitely figure it out. So let me just do this and see if I can't go to the home page here. Where's SDO? That's working. So, with that being said, let's go to I believe it's data, and then that one, right? Okay, and then we will go with one day here. Let's just go with the 23rd and see what it gives us. We'll come back to it and see if it's there. All right, guys. So yeah, we've got some pretty decent blast going on here, and we'll take a look at it here a little deeper. But we got a radiation storm, guys. Remember my live stream last night? I was talking about it, right? Even before it happened. If you remember, it was right here on the solar proton flux. Hope you guys remember that. Thank you 5G again, by the way. I really do appreciate it. It was about here on the protons, right? Remember when I ended the stream and I said we're probably going to get into storm level. Good, maybe, maybe not. Hey, is that working? Heck yeah, baby. Hey, gotta love that. Heck yeah. Sweet. Anyway, but I want to point something else out here too that I just noticed as I was getting ready to go live. Check this out. You see this? Do you see a notch like that anywhere else on here? No, you don't. So what's going on here is and you see this little yellow line right there? It's hard to see, but I bet you we're going to bounce right back up into storm level again. And it's probably because of we've got some activity going on, okay? So I'll just say that right off the get. This solar storm obviously was very unexpected, but it's not rare, okay? This happened in the danger zone, and we will go over here. The danger zone's on this side of the sun. Why do we call that the danger zone? Well, I can show you by using the NASA CME tracker. And just ignore that. That is a CME, though, that is actually going to hit us, okay? It's going to give us a side blow, and that's the latest one. And matter of fact, I'll show it to you right now. Watch right here. You'll see a little dark, see that puff right there? It's crazy because it's so small, you wouldn't think that it would be doing anything. But, so let me back this up. All right, okay. So, this is from our perspective, right? So, the way that this is showing, it's going to our right, and it's going south, right? See that? So, if you look at this puff when it comes out, this little, I call it a sun fart. Anyway, right there, okay, this is the Earth strike zone, right? The rectangle here in the middle. So you get that little dark shadow, and look what direction it's headed. Now, I would almost call this a stealth. This is a very stealthy solar storm. If we had not had this model, I guarantee you, a bunch of people would miss that. It is hard to see because the sun is the backdrop. Okay, it's camouflaging things, and that happens. We're in solar max, and we're we got eruptions everywhere. And again, this is the 304, and we still got stuff going on, guys. Okay, look, this thing erupted again. I want to say something here real quick. This sunspot right here is affecting multiple filaments. It's like everything is leading back to this sunspot. And if you remember, there was one on the backside. It's on the backside now, but it was on the front side last week. And you could see it kind of drawing into the same area from like 4 different locations. And it's not unusual, but that is exactly what we're seeing here. You see how right there, that filament there did its little thing? See that stretching out? Now, I don't know if nope, it went back. It looked like it might have been recaptured. So, we might have dodged something there. Not really dodged, it's not a big one. But anyway, as you can see that, and this is all in this area. So, back to the danger zone over here. Why do we call that the danger zone? Suspicious Observer Ben did a video earlier today, and I've explained it myself multiple times, and he had a graphic today that I thought was pretty cool. The sun's here, right? But our connection to the sun magnetically is on this side. So, that's the right side. So, when we get CMEs that pop off that direction, okay, if it's got hard protons on it, okay, I'm not going to go into exactly what hard protons are. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But it'll grab a hold of that, and it'll bring those protons back to our planet, right? You would think that, most people would think, it's normal to think this, that the Earth's here, sun's here, our connection line should be straight, right? Well, it's not. Everything is spiraling. We have to keep that in mind. So, when it does cross that, it grabs in protons, and it comes right to our planet. So, that's exactly why we call that the danger zone. Now, is there real danger in that? There could be, okay? But I've not seen danger come from anything like that, okay? And the reason why is because we haven't had a radiation storm so big that it's really going to scare somebody in a very long time, okay? Or cause big time concern. So, they call it the danger zone just for that reason, right? But it doesn't mean we need to ignore it, because it just got to S1. And I showed you guys the space weather scales, and we will go here, right here, okay? And if we go down here to solar radiation and what we would expect during different levels of storming, biological, no effects. Satellite operations, none. Other systems, minor high-frequency radio in the pole regions, guys. So if you live in the Arctic circles, you might not be able to listen to your music or talk to somebody for a minute. Okay? So what I'm saying is that is really just so minute, I don't even really like to even, it's just, yeah. So anyway, if we keep moving here, as you go up, yes, things start to get, a little bit more concerning. And obviously in S5, unavoidable high radiation hazard to astronauts. Guys, when they're out there without a lot of our magnetic field to protect them. So they're just getting blasted during stuff like this. They actually go into a certain part of, they got certain designated areas, like on the space station and in any kind of a space vehicle. They go there and they got a little extra protection. But you guys can come over here and read these. These are over here on NOAA. I'm not going to take the time to read them to you because I've read them to you guys 1,000 times. Here, I'll do this. This is geomagnetic storms. Okay? Take a screenshot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's your solar radiation storms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a screenshot. And then here's your radio blackouts, which are flares. Okay? That's X-ray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your screenshot. So if you guys want to read it, or just come back to the video and look at it. Okay. I just don't like to spend a whole lot. It gets really, really boring going over those. Okay. So anyway, guess what? We got seeds back. And I told you guys it was coming back. I saw the data start to come back, and now we got it. It's all back. And some of this stuff is, yeah. We'll start on the, well, that's stereo A. I don't want to do that. Let's, first thing I want to do, we're going to Soho right here, this satellite. It's 1,000,000 miles closer to the sun than what we are, always looking at the sun. All right? So if I keep pushing here, you can see on the 21st, come on. So these are some eruptions, right? Did you see that little puff there? That one there, right about there. See that halo? That's a halo. That's what's supposed to be hitting us right now. And I showed you the halo on the red version, but it wasn't very visible. We just don't have that great visibility on this red. There's not enough contrast. Now I could have put it on a photo editor and brought it out, but this thing is not extremely powerful. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and just like try to play any of that kind of stuff up. But when I call something a halo, for those that don't know, this disc is a physical disc on the camera, the imager. Okay, we can't see what's right behind it, but we can see the energy when it starts to poke around. When it's a full halo, in other words, it's going out almost equal distance around this occulter disc, it means one of two things. It means it's either coming right at us or it's going off the backside. How do we confirm? How do we know? Well, we do that, and then we have to look at a different perspective. Okay? We have to see somewhat of a side view or get a view in the front here without this disc. And we used to have a side view, but anyway, I'm going to show you this before I go any further. You see what I'm talking about, a halo, guys? So just so you understand that. We used to have a side view with stereo A. It's no longer out to our side. It's hanging around our planet now. But we do have this. Okay? So we can take that all the way back, and I can show you exactly where that came from. That was, I believe it was that double plasma shot. Okay? That we were talking about. Now we can look at that somewhere else too. Dr. Tony Phillips over here does a great job, by the way. If you guys aren't over here looking at this web site every day, you're doing yourself a disservice. You could come over here and just go back a few days and see what he was talking about here. Let's go back one more. Here's this double plasma shot right here. This is the same view as this. Okay? It's the same satellite. That right there is what's supposed to be hitting us at any time. I think it's hitting us now. But I'm going to go over that real quick also. But let me take this back to current. Okay? What is today? 24th? Today's 23rd. Yeah. Anyway, so right there. Now, yeah. Let's I want to show you guys that. I'm trying to figure out the best way to show you. It ain't that. Okay, so what I'll do, I know what I can do. Let's go over here and, well, first off, what we can look at the discovered data. This is just the raw data. Now, people that have watched me for any length of time already know what I'm getting ready to say. This BZ is very important. It's the magnetic orientation, right? It's how we draw stuff in. If we're in that proper position magnetically, we look for -6, this red line. I'm not going to go into deep discussion on that tonight. But right now, it's actually in the positive. So what's that mean? That means it's actually helping deflect things away. Okay? So our BZ right now is helping us. And I do think that CME is hitting us. Why? Look. Density went up. Speed went up. Temperature went up. The BZ moved. And the phi angle flipped shortly thereafter. And that's the polarity of the solar wind itself. Okay? So with all that happening, I do think that is those CMEs hitting. That halo CME. It's starting to hit. Now, I want to point out, this doesn't have to stay in the positive. We see the thing jump around a lot. And even if it is, if it's a hard enough hit, we're going to get into storm level anyway. But with that being said, they are forecasting a G2 tonight, going in early in the day tomorrow. Okay, right here, starting. Well, it should be starting at any time. Right. So they were thinking, you know, if the BZ was going to be in the right position, we would already be in storm level. Okay, I just have to tell you that 100% we would be in storm level. All right. Now, so if we come here and we look at the density, it's not really all that high. Speed's not all that high. So we're not having it's not all that powerful with CME. So it's not going to overcome our magnetic orientation not being in the correct, like this optimal position to draw in space weather. It's not going to be able to overcome that being kind of in the opposite way, deflecting things. So we may not get to storm level with this one, is what I'm basically telling you guys. So another way we can confirm that we're getting hit is look at our magnetopause models. Okay, the sun's off to the left. Space weather comes from left to right here. Okay, this is our magnetic field. The bow shock is our first point of contact. It's where solar wind or space weather meets our magnetic field. You can definitely see there's starting to be movement here. Okay, this is just velocity. That's all that is. That's the speed, right? Am I zoomed in? Yeah, I think I was zoomed in a little far there. Wow. Anyway, you can see little waves coming in too. Okay, that's the speed of it. Now, check out the density here. The darker blues are more dense. Okay, so when we're kind of bouncing around there a little bit like that, you see that little wave come in there? That means we're taking some sort of space weather. Space weather is affecting our magnetic field. This is magnetic pressure. Why isn't the pressure very high? Because our BZ is in the positive right now. That's why. This is a really good opportunity for me to show you guys why that is so important. So if at any time during this CME impact, at any time if we go down to -6, most likely we're going to go straight to storm level. Okay. So that's what I'll say. That's on the current one. Now, guys, the one that caused, I already showed it to you, the one that caused the radiation storm, I showed you guys the eruption last night. I told you guys it was on the backside, remember? Because I started seeing that halo on the red version over on Soho. This is SDO, okay? This is the one that's still from our perspective, but it's the extreme ultraviolet. This is the 94 angstrom. That's the only part of the light spectrum we can see with this filter on it. Okay, very, very small part of the light spectrum. And they assigned it a color so we can see this specific gas, right? So that happened not too long ago over here. Okay, but did you see that? And this one here, and then before that up here. So let me, I'm going to take this back even another day. So let's go back to the 22nd and give us a little bit of a longer run here. So I can give you a better explanation here of what's going on. But I'm going to take you guys over here to seeds, and I'm going to show you that big blast off the backside. And I don't want anybody to get all freaked out and concerned, because it most definitely is very, very visual. I'll just say that. So yeah. So just watch this. There's actually two of them. And I will pause it here so you guys can definitely see that, right? Remember with the G5 solar storm we got back in May? Remember we seen all this stuff peppering those are those hard protons hitting the camera, the imager. That's why you're seeing that, okay? So this thing, guys, if it was on this side, I'm confident in telling you guys that would probably be one of the strongest CMEs we've seen in quite some time. It would rival the ones we've seen with the G5 storm as far as how big it is. Okay. Now I can't speak to exactly how powerful something is because I don't have any density readings, speed, any of that. But we do have the solar orbiter is back there, but I haven't looked at that data yet, and really it doesn't matter because this has already happened, guys. This went off the backside, but yet it's still, what did it do? It gave us a radiation storm because it crossed our magnetic field line. That's how powerful this thing was. Okay, so I want you guys to remember that. If that, again, when I first seen this, I was like, oh my gosh, is that coming to us? I hope not. And so I quick ran over there and to the website over here, to NASA, and believe it or not, they had updated this thing like really quick. I was floored, and it was going off the backside over here. So at that point in time, I had no reason to like jump out here and start screaming. You know what I mean? But at the same time, did that thing time out again? Did it really? It sure did. Man, they must be having some issues with SDO. Let's just, I don't know why, but we can try it again, I guess. Let's go ahead and, let's go back here to the 21st, and, yeah, we'll stick with the 94 there. But I'm going to, oh, there it is. It's there. Why did that work? It timed out last time. That's crazy. Anyway, so there's SDO there. Now let me get rid of this one. Okay. So, again, what do we got coming? This right here is going to be hitting. There was another CME with that, guys. And it was actually going, and that's what NOAA was, or NASA was showing us there. I guess I should pull that back up so I can show you what I was talking about. Okay, go quick. Let's see here. Where's it at? Come on, Mark. Get a hold of yourself here. All right, there's the NASA model again. That is that second one. And when I say second one, I'm going to single them out for you right here real quick. Okay? This is the first one. I think. We'll see. Yeah, that's the first one. See that? That's the biggest one. That's the one that really gave us the radiation storm. Okay? This one here, I believe, is the second one. Right there. Okay? That one there is actually coming our direction. At least on this side of the sun. And NASA's got it, it's showing either a glancing blow or a side hit. I can't say for certain what it's going to do. I nowcast, and that's why. Because I can't say for certain. But you can definitely see where all three of these axis points, NASA's model is saying, hey, this thing is going to hit us. Right? Hey, Ron, good to see you, buddy. Guys, get over and check out Ron's channel. Emergency Management Associates. Get over and check out Hilly's channel. By the way, guys, give me a, hey, Reds, what's up? Trisha, what's up? Kathy, aloha. Give me a roll call in there real quick, guys. What time is it? Okay, 10:14. I'm going to have to... Okay. I'm not trying to rush through this, but I don't want to take time from Marfugel either. I hate that. I was supposed to go about 15 minutes earlier than what I did, and I had some stuff going on here at the house. I had to start a little bit late. If you guys were here earlier, it was at like 9:25 when I had the stream scheduled, and I had to back it up a few minutes. Texas, what we got here? Tiger's Eye. There you go. Good to see you. Carol's here. Hey, Marilyn. Good to see you. Thank you for being such a great supporter here. I really do appreciate that. Texas, Louisiana. What's up, Ron? Good to see you. Birthday is in the hizzy. Osmond Holistics, PA, that's right. Pennsylvania, baby. What's up, Ron? Southeast Missouri. Let's see here. Ontario, love my Canucks. Love my Canucks. Guys, speaking of Canucks, get up there and check out Axe and Nacho's channel. You guys want a good laugh and some good music? Go up there and check out that. It's hysterical. I love them both. They're awesome. Hey, what's up, Becca? I am Planet Hermit. Michelle, Lake Tahoe. Minnesota, USA. That's right, baby. West Central Minnesota. Minnesota. Hey, guys, you know, up there, if you're from up there, you won't even think this is weird. But down here, you know, I'm sure you guys think we talk like hillbillies, because we do. And if you live where I live, you either came from Kentucky or your family is in Kentucky, right? That's just what it is where I live. But there's a term there's two things a term that they use up north towards Chicago, Minnesota, Wisconsin, up in that area, and it's the term if a guy. That's what they'll say. If a guy could do this, or if a guy could do that, if a guy took this and did that, you know, that's just the term they use. I think it's pretty cool, but it's something I picked up on. But they also do this. They'll say, "Hey, you want to go with?" I used to get on my wife about that all the time because her family's from Chicago, and they'll stop there. Hey, you want to go with? With what? With who? With where? What are you talking about? I give her a hard time over that. Anyway, but I love all my peeps. Love them all. Hey, Daniel, what's up? Ange, what's happening? Jumpstart Wellness for Life. Priest River, Idaho. Hillbillies to the core, are ya? Heck yeah. Ryan Upchurch had a song called "His Neck Is Too," or "My Neck's Too Red." There's some people around here who use that for a theme song. I don't. I don't get into all that, but there's a lot of people around here who get into that kind of a theme song. Okay. Anyway, I do think we might get up into storm level again, guys. If we're having more eruptions, and I can't say that we are or we aren't, all I can do is show you these models, okay? But this Farside CME is another example of how powerful our star is and how it affects us drastically and immediately when things happen. Okay? That blast is off the backside. Full halo backside eruption, but yet it still hit us 180 degrees behind it. Everything in our solar system is going to be touched by that CME. And it's that stuff amazes me. It really does. That's why I do what I do. Well, it's what got me into doing it. But also, guys, let's see here. So there's that. I wanted to show you that. This is that CME. Okay? What are you guys noticing here that's different? You guys see how fast that is moving? That is moving fast. That's at least 1.5 million miles per hour, maybe even 2 million. And it's possible it could even be faster than that. When something hits us going that fast, even with low density, it would give us a good smack. Okay? So just know that. Watch what it does to the interplanetary magnetic field lines. When it passes them, watch what happens. Wham! I mean, it just grabs and pulls them and moves them all around. That is just, it's amazing to me. So, sorry about that. Didn't mean to hit my mic there. Okay, now, so let's go ahead and back off of that. Now, he's talking about energetic particle detectors, okay? From the spacecraft's energetic particle detectors, Protons, okay? We're getting some of our info from some of the satellites. So we have the solar orbiter over here. That's in Europe. That's a European satellite, okay? European Space Agency has that one up there. But the science community, when we're talking about agencies like that, they tend to share everything. So, at least in a general way, I should say. Now, GOES 18 satellite is monitoring and intensifying S1. That's the radiation storm. So, if we go here, this is what they're talking about. This data is coming from GOES 18. Okay? That's the satellite. That's where this data is being collected. That's important to know. Because if it's getting collected on GOES 18, and then maybe we look at some data and it's getting collected on SOHO, there's a million miles difference between where those two satellites are at. So we have to know those kinds of things. Okay? So that's why that's important. But yeah. So, with that being said, I do think we need to pay attention this week. Extremely, just stay focused. Okay? I'm going to stay focused on everything I'm doing as far as space weather and watching the sun. I typically do anyway, but I'm going to make sure that I really do my due diligence here. But I want you guys to see back here, that was not that one CME. It was up here, the one that caused the radiation storm. You'll see it here in a second. There it went. You see that? Probably didn't because it was moving so stinking fast. Let me back it up. Okay, so watch it right here. Well, you know what? That might not even be it. That could be another one. It looks like, but because it's not behind. It's not on the other side of the sun. So that could be a different CME. But regardless, that's not hitting us. So, and that actually could be the one that's that little secondary uptick that we seen. So, but yeah. Okay. And 5G, thank you for the gifted memberships. 10 of those tonight. That was awesome. Thank you so much. I really, truly do appreciate everybody that's a member. I am going to be doing the live members only stream this week. I was going to do one tonight, and I'm not even going to get into all that. But I had some drama going on. I'm not going to sit here and do all this and all that and put my negativity out onto you guys. I don't do that. But we're going to be watching this. And we're going to be watching this stuff really, really close. Okay? But one thing I do want to do here real quick before we get off of here. Let's go over here. But guys, please go check out Adam and Dex tonight. I'm going to be heading over there here in a minute. Marfugal TV. Well, they're not there. They might be on Marfugal News. Let's see if they're... Yep, they're live right now.
Who a couple days later...
Okay, so what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to put the link here in my chat. All right, and we will go. We'll go from there. But go over and check them out, guys, please. Let's copy that. Okay, so hold on a second, and I'll give you guys a link. I'll put it in the live chat here. Okay. Here you go. Here is a link. Guys, please come over there and say, hey, we're here from Wages World. We love Adam and Dex. They're awesome people. So go over there. Let's love bomb them a little bit. All right. You know, most of you guys already know. So, but I do want to say thank you for doing that for me. Please go over there. I don't like to go live when they're live. It just sometimes at times just kind of overlap. So, but I am going to go ahead and guys, please check out Ron's channel also. Hi, Zylan Roca. Good to see you. Andrea O'Neill. Good to see you. Planet Hermit. Great to see you. Stephanie Munoz in the house. Pam B, my neighbor. What's up? We'll see what we can do about that, Pam B. If we get any more gifted memberships, what the algorithm will give it to the most active in the live chat. Okay, so if you're not talking in the live chat, it won't gift you a membership when somebody donates them. So if you want to have a chance at that, you gotta stay active in the live chat. Now I'm going to probably be giving away one here in the next day or two. And with that being said, I will, yeah. So anyway, let me, hey, Shaper Girl. Good to see you. She's working all the time, that girl is, and now she's, she's fortunate, worked hard enough now where she's, I think she's down to one job, maybe two. I can't remember. But, hey, miss, good to see you. You sent some pictures? Okay, cool. I'll check them out. Trisha, what's up? Tell the hubby I said, hey, hey. Birthday's in the hizzy. Mama Bear, what's up? All right, guys. I am going to go ahead and go over there to Mars. Guys, please go over there. I would really appreciate it. You're doing me a solid if you aren't already over there. Just tell him, hey, Wages World. And please go to, guys, if you stay in the chat over there, that'll port you right to his next live stream he's getting ready to start on Marfugal TV. Okay, that's his main show tonight. Will be on Marfugal TV. But if you stay in the chat, you don't even have to go nowhere. It'll take you right there. It'll move you from one to the other. So, but make sure you tell him Wages World there for loving on him, all right? So, anyway, guys, God bless. Yahusha saves, and as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid.